Farewell My Concubine revolves around the love entanglement between two Peking opera actors, Cheng Dai and Duan Zhaolu, by telling the story of the two from their youth to their old age. The film presents the Chinese society from the middle of the 20th century to the late 80s, reflecting the condition of the society at that time and the ill-fated fates of the characters in the flood of history. This film is excellent in many aspects such as lighting and composition, with a very delicate portrayal of the characters, and a very in-depth exploration of the theme. So I would like to do a simple lighting analysis using this film. In the scene where Cheng Dai and Master Yuan are singing, the whole scene is in cold blue color. The light is located in the upper left corner of the whole picture, simulating the environment of the moonlight at night, showing the bleakness and silence of the whole environment, as well as the character's inner pain and sadness. The light only shines on the side of the character, barely outlining the outline and making it difficult to see the details of the character's facial expression. After Cheng Dai has snatched the sword, the light shone on the sword, reflecting a blinding white light. At this time, the light was on the left side of the character, which was a side light, and we could see that half of Cheng Dai's face was illuminated, and half of his face was plunged into darkness. The illuminated half of his face showed his pained expression, and the other half of her face did not have a little bit of light shining on it, which emphasized the character's inner struggles and pains, and made the whole picture full of depression and pain. This echoes Cheng Dai's drawing of his sword at the end of the film. When Cheng Dai pulls out his sword, as the sword comes out of the sheath, the light that is blocked by the sword shines on the camera. The whole picture brightens up, and then Cheng Dai's life full of sorrow and suffering ends in such a cold-toned environment. When she too was bandaging Duzi's wound, warm yellow light shone in from the paper window behind the two men, forming backlighting, thus giving the two men a silhouette effect in front of the camera, as there is no light shining on the two men's faces. The audience is unable to see their facial expressions or even their genders. They can only see the intimate movements of the two men, blurring out other factors beyond their emotions and allowing the audience's attention to be focused solely on the flow of feelings between them, metaphorically illustrating the theme of the film. A light is set up outside the window, with a warm light of lower color temperature shining into the room from the outside. The paper window happens to play the role of a soft board here, and the warm light shines in from the outside of the window, softening the whole light and creating an ambiguous and intimate atmosphere between the two people. However, in the social context of the time, the love between the two was destined to be a tragedy, just like the slightly dreamy atmosphere which will eventually become a bubble.